Hey everyone, John Racer here, Chief Marketing Officer at Jeunesse, back with part 2 of our exciting video series. Today we're here with Dr. Giampapa and CEO Jason Bournet to talk again about our latest anti-aging innovation, FINITI SKIN, or as I like to say, our latest skinnovation, a groundbreaking product that supports regenerative skincare and DNA repair to restore your glow in the dark.
You mentioned the youth enhancement system. You mentioned the group of Jeunesse products that obviously we've had for the last 13, 14 years that have been incredible all over the world. But talk a little bit about moving forward and how does FINITI SKIN fit into that youth enhancement system and some of the other Jeunesse products that you think can go hand in hand with the FINITI SKIN to maximize the benefits?
Again, just to briefly touch on the youth enhancement system, when we were designing that system, the whole idea was to create products that weren't just isolated products, but products that when you use together, actually had a synergistic or a 1 + 1 = 4 effect. So most of our products have been designed to work together for a bigger impact on aging and specific areas that are involved in aging. So one of the major and I think most important products that we have that FINITI SKIN works very synergistically with is AM/PM. Now, why is that? Well, let's just talk about the PM capsules first, because the PM product has been documented to help improve not only your duration of sleep, but your depth of sleep. So we want to do that because as we age, particularly in older patients, we sleep less and we have less efficient sleep. So by taking those PM components with FINITI at night, you're actually helping to reset your skin repair cycle even more efficiently because you need more sleep to make that cycle work optimally, and you need more DNA repair. So that's one of the reasons why the PM component works even better. Now, the AM component is something that adds tremendous ability for you to not only wake up more energetic, but also help with the release of specific type of hormonal precursors that also help with skin restoration. The antioxidant components in the AM product help buffer the DNA damage that you suffer from sun exposure. So these two products couldn't be better intertwined and fit to work synergistically. I will tell you, in fact, going back about 8 years ago, we did a summary with 300 patients, asked them in what categories did they see improvement. And one of the key categories was AC11 helped their skin look dramatically younger alone by itself because of its ability to supply the antioxidants and all the natural compounds skin cells need to function more optimally. So I would say that is one of the most important other product to bundle with FINITI. And if you're going to be in the sun, I would recommend taking a FINITI drink in the morning before you go out with your AM/PMs, and again another FINITI at night with your PMs. So together, I think we're going to have something that's going to blow people's minds away in quality of skin, and I'll tell you why. We did a study with what's called a Visia skin analysis computer on people who took AM/PM and just alone. Now, in 4 weeks, the wrinkles were less, the pores were smaller, the skin was tighter, and their pigmentation decreased noticeably on these computer analyses. Now, when we add FINITI, the new FINITI drink to this, I can pretty much guarantee you the result will be even dramatically better.
That's awesome. That's really, really, really cool to hear. from a sales perspective. Okay, I know we have a lot of distributors that are watching this, also a lot of customers that want more information on what the product's going to do for them. But for the distributors that want to build a business, they want to build a sales team, they want the word about FINITI SKIN to spread across the globe. Obviously, there's competition out there. The skincare market is multi-billions of dollars, and you've got a lot of people trying to get and fight for those dollars for the anti-aging skincare world. But what is it about FINITI SKIN? We talked about AC11, but what is it about the ingredients that you have, the technology that you have wrapped around that AC11 within FINITI SKIN that make it different than any other AC11, any other telomere rejuvenation skincare product? What is it about those ingredients and technologies synergistically working together to make this something that you cannot find anywhere else?
Well, again, I'm glad you're leading me into all these these key points we really need to get out to our distributors and people who are interested in the product. So with my research, I was looking at not only DNA repair, but I was looking at what else can we do to supply that natural skin repair cycle that allows the skin to turn over quicker, that new skin can turn over and get rid of the old skin. But more importantly, what are the factors that help make collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid? So the FINITI SKIN formula includes AC11. It includes a special dose of vitamin C that's been documented to help with collagen and elastin production. It has another compound that does two things, that helps increase the absorption of all the ingredients in the formula, but is also a very potent antioxidant that also helps decrease the potential damage from DNA and decrease inflammation, all of the things that we know accelerate skin aging. So when we look at the mixture of these compounds, not only do they work synergistically, one of them actually helps enhance absorption. So more of those ingredients are becoming active within and throughout the body, face, skin, arms, legs, skin, everywhere. And keep in mind, skin is the largest organ in the body. So the secret was help that natural skin repair cycle not only get regulated, give it the basic compounds it needs to make not only more cells, but more effective and functioning cells, and help those ingredients absorb as efficiently as possible. So this is a unique approach.
That's really good. And, I asked that, Dr. G, as I was in Malaysia recently and traveled across Asia. I got the question about AC11, because people can Google AC11. I got the question of, the different ingredients that were wrapped around it. And it made me think of Reserve, which obviously has been now a product that we've had since the inception of Jeunesse in 2009. Right. It is one of the top, if not the top, network marketing selling nutritional products in the history of our industry since it started. And it did not have as unique of an ingredient as FINITI SKIN does. The ingredient was resveratrol, which was very readily available and easily found, but it was the synergistic combination of ingredients that were put in that product that radically changed literally millions of people's lives across the world through our business.
Absolutely.
And so that, to me, is a really good indicator that if you put the right ingredient, again, now we have one even more powerful than resveratrol, with much more scientific research and study, specifically through you, that we're very fortunate to have, but wrapped together with these other ingredients and technologies that you've, put together with this, to where, I believe from what I've seen, it can have an even bigger impact on people's health, on the way that they look, on the way that they feel. And obviously from the business side, if the product is that good, it will ultimately sell itself when we get massive amounts of it into people's hands. And so that's what I'm excited about. And so in closing, I would love to hear what's your vision for the future? Because, I mean, this is just the first step of, I believe, a multi-step process to bring Jeunesse into the next generation of, yes, we've done it. We did it before. We did it faster. We did it bigger. We did it better than anybody else. But we're only just getting started. And this is the beginning. But what's your vision moving forward in the future, creating new products? And where do you see the next 5-10 years going with your relationship with Jeunesse and all of the distributors that made this company great?
Well, Jason, I want to say, first of all, with the addition of John and yourself as people now who are open-minded to the unbelievable amount of new information that we receive on how we can improve not just our skin aging, but our body aging, is amazing. Let me make a comment. Every 3 months, the information we have about cellular aging and technology doubles. So you comprehend that every 3 months it doubles. 3 years from now, we'll have 6,000 times more information than we have now to create products, treatments, and therapies to allow us to stay healthier longer. Now, this is amazing. Now, one of my jobs is I stay completely up to date with all of these things that are happening. And I think one of the most important things is to understand that the cell, we have 100 trillion cells in our human body. We can keep those cells functioning more optimally. That includes our body cells and stem cells. We will stay healthier longer for the next few years. And if we stay healthier longer for 3 more years, the amount of information we'll have to stay healthier for the next 3 to 10 years will be even more so. So the secret is staying connected with a company like Jeunesse that's going to not only offer the information, but the products that you will have first access to that no one else will. But so let me list some of the new things that to me are unbelievably exciting. Number one, we'll be looking at not just new cosmetic products. We'll be bringing out like an anti-aging product to restore the lips, color, volume with no injections. Okay, we're looking at bringing out another product that will literally be a home test kit that will allow you to see how quickly, with 5 drops of blood, we can see how quickly you're aging at the moment. We can tell you how long your telomeres are, so we can see if our FINITI telomere product is really working efficiently. We can take a look at how strong is our immune function, which will then allow us to use some of the products in the Jeunesse inventory to boost that if it's really not at an optimal level. And we can take a look at a host of so many other things with literally a test kit that in 2 weeks will tell us are the products we're taking, but most importantly, the lifestyle that we're living together. Are we really making progress in slowing the aging process and enhancing our health span? Now, there is no other MLM in the world who has been focusing on using the latest technology to document their products are working and show their distributors and the people that use our products that they are actually improving the aging process. Now, to me, credibility for this new version of Jeunesse, new technology, not just in products, but in testing, are what is going to make this company not only what it was before, but we will go beyond that.
Dr. G, that's awesome. So I'm going to ask you one more question. I said in closing, but it sparked something that I've been hearing a lot about. I love listening to health podcasts and, what's happening in the anti-aging world. That's the business that we're in, making people and helping people feel better, look younger. I like to say a product and products that'll change the way you look, it'll change the way you feel, and a business that'll change your life. And if you can get in front of that growth curve, not in the middle of it, not at the end, but if you get in front of it and position yourself in front of it, then you can take advantage and collapse timeframes and really, build a business that can last a lifetime. So, but here's my question. I heard you say a little bit about it. You don't have to dive all the way into it because I want to keep some of this, back behind the curtain. But you talk about your chronological age and your biological age. And there are now ways, which you just alluded to test that, to actually be able to dive into your body, find out exactly what's going on, have a baseline, start taking these products, and then literally watch your age, not your chronological age, but your biological age reverse. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what we've been using that test for the last 5 years. Okay, and I will tell you, here's the secret. The key test we look at is how quickly you're aging at the moment. It's called the pace of aging test by the Dunedin. It's a algorithm created by one of the top doctors and by tested on tens of thousands of patients. We know it's almost 98.9% correct. So this little test you take with a couple blood spots will tell you, are you aging faster than the average people your age or slower? But let me tell you the importance of this. If you're aging, and it'll also tell you, for instance, if you're 40 years old, but you're aging like a 47-year person, listen to this. The data shows that if you're aging 7 years quicker than your actual biological age, your chances of dying or getting severe age-related diseases in the next 7 years is 56%. Now, that's scary. On the other hand, if you're aging 7 years slower than your biological age, which I will tell you virtually all of the patients we treat at our Regenerative Medicine Institute do get to at the end of a year, you've just decreased your percentage of dying or getting age-related diseases early by 56%. You've decreased them. So we now have a way of really documenting, based on large numbers of studies, that we can literally help you maintain your health span longer, your youthful function longer, with these new types of tests. So this will open up another whole area that creates the credibility for Jeunesse and will make us, without a question, the leader in this arena.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Dr. G, I'm blown away as usual. We got so much content here. Cannot wait to get this out to the field. And John, thank you for being here. I want to officially welcome you, my friend. It's great to have you here, a youthful, enthusiastic voice, a brilliant mind, a brilliant marketing mind. And I can tell everybody that is watching this, the best is definitely yet to come. So Dr. G, thank you again. John, thank you again. And John, if you want, I'll turn it back over to you to close out.
Thank you so much, Jason. Thank you, Dr. G. That does it for part 2. If this brought you value, if this was very insightful and helped you expand your knowledge and around the information regarding FINITI Skin, this exciting new anti-aging breakthrough, this exciting new category that's now part of our youth enhancement system, give us a like, drop a comment, and share this with somebody that you think this would bring value to and would be interested in looking younger, in feeling better, and in growing their business. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for part 3.